Let's quickly cut across to the latest news break that is coming in. Foreign Secretary, on behalf of Government of India, has signed the condolence book at the Embassy of Iran today. Well, that is a huge development. The Foreign Secretary of India, on behalf of the Government of India, has signed the condolence book at the Embassy of Iran today. There will be political meaning of all of this, the signing of the condolence book. There has been certain criticism that has been coming India's way, that India didn't outrightly come out and condemn the killing of an international leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, and the way he was assassinated, and the optics of this, of India's Foreign Secretary, on behalf of the Government of India, signing the condolence book at the Embassy of Iran today will, to some level, in terms of sheer optics, be an answer to the kind of criticism that India is coming under of not taking a clear stand on the assassination of Iran's supreme leader. Those visuals that you see on your television screen is the Foreign Secretary of India, who just a short while ago signed the condolence book at the Embassy of Iran today. Lots of developments have happened, viewers, which has made, at least India come out in this case, sign the condolence book of the assassination of the supreme leader of Iran. It was only yesterday that an Iranian ship with Iranian sailors were torpedoed by the United States of America after it was returning from an exercise conducted as of an invitation given by India in Vizag. And at the back of it, you have now also fair amount of criticism that has been coming India's way, that we haven't been outrightly vocal of standing besides who has been over decades seen as India's friend Iran. So in terms of optics, it is Foreign Secretary Mishri who is signing the condolence book at the Embassy of Iran today. How much will it dispel? Pranay Upadhyay, our editor, India Today Global, joining us. Pranay, how much of that, of these optics can actually quell the criticism coming India's way of not openly condemning the assassination of Iran's supreme leader?
But this is certainly a statement, Preeti, that the Foreign Secretary of India, Vikram Mishri, went to the Iranian Embassy in New Delhi because Iran has opened a condolence book for the diplomats, for people to express their condolences on the death, or rather the killing of the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, in the US and Israel-led military strikes. And Foreign Secretary of India, Vikram Mishri, went there. He had a meeting with the Iranian ambassador as well after signing the condolence book. And this is I think, the highest level of government, representation at the level of Foreign Secretary in the Iranian Embassy, to express our condolences and to convey the sentiments from the Government of India. Rather than issuing a formal statement, this itself is a statement, and I think whatever Foreign Secretary must have written in the condolence book, will also be part of the record that India has expressed. India stood up and India has expressed its condolence on the killing and the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, because in large number of people in India, especially in the Muslim community of India, they have feelings, they have sentiments, as far as the killing or this assassination of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. We have seen how the protest in different parts of India, and that's why the government also thought that there should be a messaging. I can't say with surety that whether the recent political controversy or the political questions, which were raised by the political or the opposition leaders had any impact or not. But certainly, this has its own messaging that India is not quiet. India has taken a side, and this has also taken at a time this step by the Foreign Secretary when Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, just a while ago, while sharing a dais with the Finland president, has said that the military solutions or the military actions will never give solution or permanent solutions. Dialogue and diplomacy is the only way forward to resolve issue, and India had multiple times urged all the parties, be it the West Asia conflict or the Russia-Ukraine conflict, that the dialogue and diplomacy is the only way forward to resolve issue, and the warring parties should come to table of negotiation and dialogue and diplomacy to resolve issues.
Pranay, the optics that are coming in from the Iranian embassy right now are quite big, because I would think, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first time where openly India seemingly has condoned the death and the assassination of Iran's supreme leader. Having said that, you had Minister of External Affairs, Mr. Jaishankar, who had spoken to the Iranian foreign minister. But even then, at least what was out in public domain was that conversation was aimed more at expressing concern over recent developments and de-escalation, not so much as condoning the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.
The phone conversation which you were referring, you're referring, Priti, that conversation took place before this news came out of the assassination or the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. And in fact, the Indian foreign minister was the first foreign minister or first minister from India who spoke to either parties, to both the parties. He spoke to his Iranian counterpart, Sayyid Abbas Araghchi. He also spoke to Gideon Saar, his Israeli counterpart. And in fact, he urged both the parties to refrain and to go for de-escalation, dialogue and diplomacy.
So these optics that have come out, Pranay, the question that I was asking also is the first official optics of India condoning the death. At least, it remains to be seen what the message is in the condolence book, but openly condoning the death of Iran's supreme leader. Iran, a country that has been long-standing association where India is concerned, had been considered not an ally, but a dear friend of India.
Absolutely, and in fact, India has long-standing civilizational, historical linkages and relation with people of Iran. And in fact, India had an investment in Iran. And also, this is also an expression of India to respect feelings, in India, because there's a large number of people, especially in the Muslim community of India, they look up to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He was not only a head of a religious figure of Iran, but large number of Shia population. They had great regard and respect for Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.
Was this expected that we will have somebody from India here, of course, in the form of Foreign Secretary Vikram Mishri, who would be signing the condolence book at the Iranian Embassy? Was this expected of India because, the embassy is in the national capital, India?
Let me share with you, Preeti, that, we have been asking this question to our friends and to the MEA officials, in MEA, and we have been told that just wait for the right moment. There will be a response from India. There will be a statement from India. So this has come as a statement. I won't say that there is a written statement issued by the government of India on this issue. But in fact, this action speaks itself as a statement that India has sent its senior-most diplomat to express condolence and to write in the condolence book and express the feelings of India.
Thank you, Pranay, for joining us with that quick update. In terms of optics, this will go a long way. This is the first official, in terms of visuals that are coming in, or a statement one can say that India has condoned the death and sympathized with the assassination of the Iranian supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. We're going to keep a keen eye on all developments.